Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Today I decided to do something a little bit different. I'm going to film outside and hopefully it's not too noisy for you all, but it's just a quick video. This is the end of April obviously, and it's time for my scent of the month, also my most worn. So I'll quickly, this month there are 4 fragrances that I wore the most, and they were all new bottle purchases, and one of them was a complete blind buy. So I'll name the 4 and just let you know a little bit about them. So the first most worn was from the house of Santa Maria Novella. This one's called Opopanax. I first smelled it back in September when I was in Florence and visited Santa Maria Novella, and I was taken by it. It's got a kind of resinous, almost old school barbershop vibe, but it's also at the same time weirdly a very Italian scent, if that makes any sense. Maybe I'm just projecting because it's from Santa Maria Novella. The other one was from Chanel. This one is my first Les Exclusives purchase. This was a slow burn for me because I sampled it, initially didn't think that much, and over time I fell in love with it enough to buy a bottle. This one's Boy Chanel. I mean, it's coinciding with my genuine exploration and newfound love of lavender scents. The other most worn fragrance for me was from the house of Nikolai, the highly regarded, critically acclaimed New York Intense. I won't say too much about that one. That it basically was everything people talk about. It was really good. But the one that surprised me, my scent of the month, the one that was the blind buy, I'd never smelled it before. I just bought this kind of on a whim when I was purchasing New York Intense, just to I guess value for money when I'm paying for the shipping all the way from France. It's this one here. This one here is Patchouli Intense. My big regret now with both New York Intense and Patchouli Intense is that I only got the 30ml bottles, because boy oh boy, Patchouli Intense, first thing you need to know about it is not to expect a flat out patchouli scent. This has a finger in all the pies, from fougere to woody aromatic to chypre. It kind of has everything going on. Patchouli is present, but it's not a patchouli scent per se. Some dominating notes would be like there is a sweet citrus opening, there is a geranium and rose heart that beautifully transition the opening to the base, and the base has this kind of old school sweetness that you find in some fougères, but it is difficult to describe this scent. On top of all that, this, I can safely say, is probably the most powerful scent in terms of longevity as that I own already, and that's kind of saying something. But also it has a great projection and sillage in the first couple of hours as well. But it just smells fantastic to me. I'll do a review eventually when I've worn it more, but those 4 scents were my most worn for April 2020, and Patchouli Intense from Parfums de Nikolai is my scent of the month for April. So thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what your most worn scents for this last month were, and it's been lovely having you. Bye.